G'day everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Now in this one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to easily make an Opium sample for artists such as Destroy Lonely, YEAT, or Ken Carson inside of FL Studio. If you are new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, you might as well flick that little bell so you get notified every single time that I upload a video. Friendly reminder that I do stream every night from 10 PM AEST over on Kick, so if you do want to follow me over there, would greatly appreciate that one too. But with that one being said, let's get into FL Studio and let's deconstruct this sample. Okay, so here we are inside of FL Studio, and as you can see with this sample, we kept it really simple. 3 melodic, 1 bass. Now we are working at a BPM of 151 in the key of D sharp minor, and every preset in this video comes from the exact same serum bank, which is a rage bank made by Duva. And if you do want to cop a link to it, I'll be leaving a link to their YouTube channel in the description. The bank is completely free. The first preset that we do use though is the Supersaw Arcade. And what we're doing with this one is we're playing a really simple chord progression. It may look a little bit complicated, but once I break it down, you'll understand exactly what I mean. So the first chord that we use is what's known as a D sharp minor 7th. Now what I mean by that is we bring in our normal D sharp minor triad, which is this D sharp, F sharp, and A sharp, but then we skip the 6th note and we add in the 7th, which is this C sharp here, making what's known as a D sharp minor 7th. The next chord that comes in is actually an F sharp major. As you can see here, we have this F sharp, this A, and this C. But just to change it up a little bit, we grab this C and we bump that one down an octave as well. The next chord that comes in is a B major, where we have this B, this D sharp, and this F sharp. Then we use the 7th yet again, where we go up to the A. Then we grab the middle note, which is this D sharp, and just bump that one up an octave. The final chord copies the second one. The second part of this chord progression, we do get a little bit different. As you can see, we add in this F sharp, and this F yet again at the very end, just to kind of make it sound like the chords are different and they're changing, they're evolving. It's not the exact same thing, so it doesn't sound like the chord progression is stale. But in context, this is what the chords sound like. You know, it's really lush, but also really melancholic as well. Going on to the effects with these chords, we have a Valhalla vintage verb come in where the mix is on 20%, pre-delay is on 8, a low cut of 120 Hertz, and we have a decay of 2 seconds. An EQ comes in where we are just getting rid of some of the low end, leaving room for the bass. The next element that comes in, surprise, surprise, comes in from Serum yet again. Who honestly would have thought? And this one is the plucked supercell. Now, all we did just to change this sound up, because if I was to reset it, as you see down here with this envelope, it's a full rectangle. It's just been held constantly, but I wanted it to sound more of a pluck. So that's where we go down to the AHDS, or the attack, hold, decay, sustain, the R being release. All we did is we grabbed the sustain, just dragged that one all the way down, turning it into a pluck. Now, the pattern with this one is honestly really simple. All we're doing is we're just working our way up the scale. As you can see, we go C sharp, D sharp, before we go G sharp and ending on the A sharp. But in context, this is what a pluck sounds like. Really catchy, and as you heard, there's some really weird effects going on with this one. Going on to the effects with the pluck, we start off with a portal where we are using the acceleration preset, which comes in from the Enviral Enigma bank. We decided to lock in with that one, and yes, Enviral, I just stole your bit. The next effect that comes in is an EQ where we're just tidying it up, getting rid of a lot of the low end, leaving room for the bass yet again. The next element that comes in, would you believe me if I said it came in from Serum? Now, the preset that we are using with this one is the lead game effects, which yet again comes in from the Duva Rage Bank. Now, all we're doing with this one is something really simple. We have the one note playing, which is this A sharp, And all we did is we just went by ear, just adding in notes because we do have portamento and legato activated with this sound, so it will actually slide around. And in context, this is what the lead sounds like. Now, you possibly heard at the very end, it changes a little bit. That's because we go from the A sharp to the G sharp at the very end here, just giving it a little bit of variance, making it sound like it is changing. Going on to the effects with this one, we start off with a Valhalla vintage verb where the mix is on 31%, pre-delay 20 milliseconds, decay 4 seconds. We haven't changed the low cut at all. The next effect that comes in from Effect Rack, and this one is the Slap Echo Walk Across, which I learned from the producer known as Another VGN. Yes, I decided to join his gang, and I seem to be stealing everyone's bit today. The next effect is actually an EQ, and all we're doing with this one, getting rid of a lot of the low end, and we're just turning down the high end just a little bit, just to get rid of those harsh frequencies that we didn't want. The final element comes in from Serum yet again. Who honestly would have thought? And this one is the Bass Hell, which yet again comes in from the Duva Rage Kit. Now, all we're doing with this one is we are simply following the root notes. As you can see, D sharp, F sharp, B, ending on the C sharp. We grab all of that, paste it over, and in context, the bass sounds like so. A really gritty bass, and I personally liked the sound of it. Going on to the effects with this one, all we have is an EQ where we get rid of a lot of the high end, and as you can see, we do a really decent boost on the very low end. But yeah, that is how you make an Opium sample for artists such as Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, or YEAT inside of FL Studio. If you are new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, you may as well flick that bell to get notified every single time that I upload a video. Friendly reminder that there are free Serum presets in the description, which I have made myself, so if you do want to cop those, feel free to do so. All I ask is you just simply throw in the comments, thank you for the presets. If you do want to catch the shenanigans live, feel free to follow me over on Kick as well. I would greatly appreciate that one. I go live every single night from 10 PM AEST. But with that one being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time for another video.